guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Steph if you're new here, and as always, we thank you guys for tuning in. Now, while your girl was away, I came up with a 12-week success blueprint. If you've been following me, then you know I started the 12-week plan on here. Did not work out. But I went back to the drawing board because I really do love breaking my goals into a quarterly fashion. Because one thing about me, if I look at something in a broader span, I will get overwhelmed. And one thing about me for 2026, I want to do better in certain areas of my life and stop wasting my time. If 2025 didn't show me anything, it showed me that I really need to get up on my own booty and do what needs to be done, because I know what I can become if I just apply the consistency. So I went back to the drawing board and created the 12-week success blueprint, which will be free and download. You will be able to download it basically. So now, what is the 12-week success blueprint? It is a 12-week guide that will help you to develop clarity, consistency, and discipline for your goals. And it's some action steps that you will need, I feel like, that will break it down in a 12-week span in order for you to be accomplished. It's kind of like a reset in your life. So let's get into it. So step one, this is where you're going to choose maybe 2 to 3 pillars. Now, I did put 4 on the worksheet, but I highly suggest you do not do more than that, because if you've been following me, then you know it can be very overwhelming and you're going to want to say, F that. I promise you, you will, because that's how I was. So what are pillars? Pillars are categories that are currently things that you might be going through in your season, or what you deem important. So for instance, it could be fitness, it could be savings, it could be your brand, personal brand. It could be any type of category that you feel like you want to continue to be the best version of yourself in 2026. Step 2. Now that you done picked a pillar, you're going to put one main goal for that pillar. For example, maybe you chose fitness for your pillar. So step 2, you're going to pick a goal. Let's just say you want to lose 15 pounds by the end of the 12 weeks. Now, I highly suggest you put a due date next to your goal. Why? Because when you put a due date next to a goal, it's like it puts fire under your booty to get it done. I promise you. And every time you look at your sheet or wherever you decide to put it, it's going to be like, okay, I got to get this done by, let's just throw it out, February 1st, even though that's not 12 weeks, but you get what I'm saying. I gotta get this done by February 1st. I have so many dreams and goals, and you won't feel so overwhelmed, because why? You're gonna walk through the plan to get it done. So step 3. This is where you're going to apply your habits to your goal and your pillar. So maybe for your broader habits / actions, you want to make sure you're actually working out 5 times a week. You want to lift 4 times a week, maybe 2 arms, 2 leg days, right? You want to track your meals consistently, right? Let's not be super perfect, because I can understand you might miss a day or 2, right? Let's say you want to ensure weekly you are weighing in, you are drinking your water, right? Those are your actions / habits that will be providing to the main goal of what you have chosen. Step 4, this is where it gets very hard. And please hear me, hear me, hear me. It will be. So that's why I highly suggest you do not pick more than 2 to 3, because I promise you, you're going to overwhelm yourself going through these 12 weeks, because life happens. You might be a mom, you might be a dad, you might be a spouse, you have a partner, you have other things that you need to be doing on top of work. But I want you to set the time for your goals, because they don't wait. Time gonna keep moving regardless. So now that we are in step 4, this is where you're gonna break it down week by week. Now, I highly suggest you go week by week. You can plan it out the best that you want, or you can use AI to help you plan it out, as long as you have 1, 2, and 3 to kind of get you to step 4. So week 1, you're going to start breaking it down, what you need to do for that week. So let's just say, like I said, we've been doing fitness. I want to make sure I'm working out 5 times a week. Then under that, I want to lift maybe 3 times, right? I want to ensure I'm tracking my meals at least 6 out of 7 of the week, right? These are when you're really starting to break it down, right? You done took the habits and the actions, but now you're going to break them down into a week by week in order to get to your main goal. You say you want to lose 15 pounds, right? Okay, so what are you going to do each week to ensure that you are following through with those actions and habits that you put down? That's basically what number 4 is all about. And I say do it week by week because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. Because by the time you get to the end of it, day 7, you're like, okay. Then when you get to Monday, refresh, figure out what worked, figure out what did not work. Did you hit all your gym days? Did you lift all your gym days? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you track your meals? Did you stay in your macros, right? Those are the things you're going to start to going over, because it's not about being perfect. It's just about building the habit up to the 12 weeks. Because I promise you, when you get to the end of the 12 weeks, you're going to be so happy that you stuck with it. And even if you failed in some of the weeks, you kept going. Get back up. Try again tomorrow. I highly suggest this. I did not put it on there, but I just was thinking about it as I was talking. I love to do Erin On Demand's top 3 method. So every day within your week, write down your to-do list. That is so important. I just started this thing this week where I decided to do my to-do list the day before, and I'm going to show you guys so I already started doing this. My phone a little dirty, but you see how I did that? So I'm already doing the film video. I'm already worked out, right? So I have to do some other things, right? Map out my diary series, because I want to walk y'all through, as a diary of a laid off fed, one of my days of me doing my blueprint, because I want to show you, right? I want to keep doing this so I can look back on it, because this year was crazy for me. So I want to ensure that I am applying the pressure in 2026, and I hope that you apply it too. Now, step 5 is where you kind of get into a weekly checklist, which kind of correlates into week 4, which is why I said, as you begin to do, I really love Erin On Demand's top 3 method to kind of map out what you need to do for the day. And I suggest do it the night before, y'all, because then you're not getting up, for instance, let's say tomorrow, Tuesday, what I gotta do? And then you're going like this, what I gotta do? And then mind you, if you have other 2-3 goals in your blueprint, you're gonna feel stressed out. So my favorite quote is, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So do it the night before. Preparation. Okay? I already said this. Step 6. By the time you get to the end of the week, I highly suggest maybe doing it on Mondays or whatever, or whenever you start. Reflect on your week. See what worked. Like I said, see what worked, see what didn't work. And don't beat yourself up if you did not accomplish everything, y'all. That's why you have a whole week to break it up. Because maybe, say for instance, maybe Monday, you're doing everything that you need to for your fitness, right? Or maybe your YouTube. And then, you know what, Tuesday, I'm not really going to do too much because I might have a busy day at work. So you know what, I'm going to do some things on Wednesday, right? That's why it's good for you to start mapping it out. And I suggest putting things in front of you. Sticky notes, dry erase boards. They have calendars, dry erase boards. Those things in your notes app, reminders. That way, if you feel like you don't know what's going on, or you're feeling overwhelmed, you have systems in place that will allow you to be successful. So here's why it works. 12 weeks is really not long. And when you think about time, the weeks are going to fly. We're already about to be in 2026, y'all. Blueprint takes away the pressure because you are actually planning. You're actually applying the pressure and then getting up off your booty to do the actions, the habits that support what you have written down. I highly suggest putting paper to pen, because I don't know what it is about when you start writing things. It's like your brain begins to memorize it. When I type things, I do not memorize it. I have to do paper to pen now because it just seems like that's just the easiest way for me to remember at this big grown age, child. Like I said, let's go over it one more time. Let's choose a different pillar so that way it's a little easier for you to understand. So you already did your pillar for fitness. Maybe you want to work on your YouTube. So number 1, my pillar would be YouTube. Number 2, what is my main goal for my YouTube? I want to gain 1,500 subscribers. So number 3, what will be the action/habits to support that main goal? Okay, I want to make sure I'm uploading at least one time a week. I will consistently review my analytics. I will do shorts, TikToks, share my work, no longer hiding myself in order to get viewership. I will have tag people, do things on social media, as well as to provide, good quality work, right? There you have it. So number 4, now we're going to build into the weeks, right? So let's focus on week 1. Week 1 is kind of like your preparation, especially if you've been away from your YouTube. So you know what? You need to be researching ideas. Then maybe take one of those ideas and to record. And not to just overwhelm yourself, maybe edit the video, right? Just so you can have it. So then when you move into week 2, maybe you're uploading, right? And what are you going to do after that? Now you have to kind of repeat the cycle. Sometimes some of your steps will repeat. I forgot to mention that before. Sometimes things will repeat, and that's okay. That is okay if your weeks repeat. Why? Because you're focusing on that main goal at hand. How are we going to get these 1,500 subscribers? You have to do the work. You have to apply pressure. You have to share your work. You have to put good quality work online, right? And be yourself. Don't try to show up at anyone else. Just be you. In step 5, I'm going to build my checklist, because why? It's going to help me within my week. Like I said, I love Earn On Demand's top 3 method because it allows me to sit and to break the week down into a day by day, depending on how your week is. Like I said before, you may not be able to do every single day. That's why you have the whole 7 days to break it up. You know what? Maybe Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays is when I actually do the work, because you know what, girl, I gotta work. I gotta do this. I gotta do that, right? And you're not making no excuse for yourself, but you're actually setting the time, designated time for whatever you need to get done as far as your YouTube, right? And then the last one, step 6, you're gonna reflect what worked, what did not work, what do I want to do differently? Are my analytics growing? Do I like how it's growing? Am I okay with my content thus far of wherever the week you are? And that's it, y'all. And don't forget, put a due date at the end of your pillars/goals. Your goal, main goal, not goals, but you know what I mean. Because it will put the fire under you to accomplish it. So I hope that I broke that down as easy as possible. You will have the guide. It's to print out, to do what you need to do with it, and to help you along the way. It's super easy, like I said. And I will be walking you guys through one day with mine on my series. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited for your goals in 2026. 2026 is all about showing up for yourself, applying the pressure, and doing everything that you said that you need to do. You got this. You know what you need to do. Hope this helps you. Like I said, if you have any questions, you get confused, tied up, comment below and I'll help you. It's really that easy. Until the next episode, guys, I'll see you. Bye, guys.